Hey guys, American Girl moved their store from Fifth Avenue to Rockefeller Center a few years ago in New York City, and today I'm going to be giving a comparison and showing you the difference between the hair salon from the two different stores. And I wanted to show you the main differences between the two different salons because I've gotten a couple of different questions from parents and adults asking whether it's worth going and visiting the new salon as they've already been to the older one with their child. I'll just be going backwards and forwards between the older store and the newer store. So let's go ahead and take a look at the new American Girl place first. One of the main differences of the salon between the old store and the new store is that the new store salon is a lot larger because it has a lot more features involved as your child can get their hair styled along with their doll as well. The salon is actually located on the ground level, so when you enter into the store, you just walk right to the back corner and it's located right there. You can see that there is a window in the background so people can walk past to see the hair getting styled. There is a really long bench that runs throughout the whole salon, and there are doll chairs on top of it and they're stuck in place. The stylist stands on one side and you stand on the other side. And over on the other side of the salon is where your child can get their hair done. So there's a mirror there so they can see it getting styled, and there's a doll chair as well. And there's also a section so that they can get their nails done too with their dolls. You can see the doll chairs over on the other side as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the entrance to the old American Girl store. So as I said before, this one was located on Fifth Avenue, and I actually was able to go for the Gabby release a couple of years ago. That was the last time I visited this location. The hair salon at the old location was actually located at one of the top levels, so you had to go up multiple different escalators or the lift in order to get to it. It used to be near the photo op, so every year they have a Girl of the Year photo op. This one is, of course, themed to Gabby. And then it was also near the Girl of the Year lineup where they had all of the Girl of the Year dolls lined up so you're able to see them throughout the years. And here's what the old hair salon looked like. It was in an open room, so it wasn't in a separate section, and you couldn't get the girls' hair done or the nails done. It was only available for the dolls. Let's go ahead and take a look at the displays, some of the sets, and also the hairstyling book at the new salon. So they do have a few sets available, the spa set and also the ear piercing set too. So as for the hairstyling book, it completely depends on your doll's hair. If it has curly hair, straight hair, short hair, they'll take you to a particular page and you can choose from those different hairstyles. And the last few pages show some girl hairstyles that are available, and you can get the doll to have the matching hairstyle with you as well. So over at the older hair salon, there was a board at the front that you're able to read the different packages and also the hairstyles as well. So they range from $5 to $25. I'm not too sure about the pricing these days, but they just show a couple of the classic different hairstyles here, and they also advertise that you can do the original hairstyle. This is really important, especially for historical dolls and also Girl of the Year dolls too. Again, this package looks very similar because the new salon does offer a spa package as well. This one retails for $15, which I think is a really great price. I'm not sure how much it retails for these days, but as for the styling of the older hair salon, you had to stand in line and then they called you over and you could get your hair styled, but I'm pretty sure they used to take bookings as well. But if you are heading to the new salon, I definitely recommend booking because you might not be able to get a reservation. You can see the book has slightly changed. There's different colors. There's a lot more brighter pinks in the newer one compared to the older one, but the general layout is very similar. Of course, you could get your doll's ears pierced over at the older salon, but the girls couldn't get their ears pierced. And then over in this section of the book, it mainly focuses on the different hairstyles that you can choose from. Again, it's styled very similar to the new salon book, and it's separated into the different hair textures and styles. So whether it's long, short, curly, layered, or straight, they'll just direct you to that particular page. And then over in the back here, there are the classic meat hairstyles. So if you have a particular doll and you really want to recreate the original meat hairstyle that it came with, you can definitely do that. So we have the Girl of the Years in one section and the historical on the other side. And the last page has a main focus on the Welly Wisher dolls. So they have the meat hairstyles on the top row, and then they have some more unique hairstyles in the bottom two rows. So now I'm going to be showing you two different dolls getting their hair styled at two different American Girl hair salons. So this one here is the new American Girl place at Rockefeller Center. You can tell the salon style is very different, but of course the experience would be very similar. Here we have Blair. She's the Girl of the Year for 2019, and she's just going to get her meat style recreated. So she has this lovely waterfall twist braid as her hair got quite messy when traveling. So the first thing she does is she adds Blair into the styling chair. There's a clip so she doesn't fall off of the chair, and she's also added a styling cape as well so none of the water goes on any of the clothing. And then she uses a brush to take out any tangles or knots so she's able to complete the hairstyle. And she has finished brushing out Blair's hair, so she has a comb now, and she's just using the back part of it to separate their hair, and she's also using the front part to brush out any flyaways too. And of course, in order to recreate Blair's waterfall hairstyle, she needs to grab a section of her hair at the top of her head next to her part. And then she's just going to grab a large clip and add that into her hair so it doesn't get tangled with the part that she's already separated. And then all I need to do is start the waterfall twist braid. So they'll start it on one side, and then when that finishes, she can tie that off and then start it on the other side, and it can connect together. So of course I haven't shown the whole hairstyle, but she has finished one side, so she's just adding another clip into the hair, and as you can see, she has removed the main clip, so she was able to complete the hairstyle. So now it's time to go ahead and repeat the step again on the other side so all the pieces are connected together. And both sides are pretty identical. You can see that the waterfall twist braid is complete, so she's just getting an elastic now so she can add it into Blair's hair. If you get the doll's hair styled at the salon, you get to pick 2 different color hair ribbons to add into the hairstyle, unless of course it's a meat hairstyle and it'll just be left like so, whether that's a historical or a girl of the year doll. So I went ahead and chose pink and white as it matched Blair's outfit. There are definitely a lot of flyaways in Blair's hair now since it was brushed out right at the start. So the next step is to of course recurl it. It is very simple, so it won't take up as much time as the actual hairstyle itself, but there are multiple different ways of recurling the doll's hair. But this method here is she has the original comb that she used at the start of the video, and she's just wrapping the hair around it. And once the comb is removed, the hair should stay in a loose curl. And now that the hairstyle is all finished, the last step is to add in the hair ribbons. And of course, I chose the colors earlier, pink and white, so those are the colors that she picked out from the cupboard. And she is just spraying some water with a spray bottle in the middle of the ribbons, and she's going to go ahead and tie them in Blair's hair. And of course, any excess ribbon will be removed. As you can see, the ribbon pieces are definitely way too long for Blair's hair. She's just adjusting it so the loops are a little bit more equal on both sides, but she's just going to go ahead and remove those final pieces so the hairstyle is complete. It definitely is quite an experience from start to finish to see the hair being transformed into the hairstyle that you chose. So now that that is all done, I'm going to go ahead and show you an experience from the older salon. And of course, that's a different doll with a different hairstyle, along with a different stylist as well. So the experience is quite different, but very similar as well. So here we are at the old salon, and Gabby is sitting on the chair. Again, it's styled very similar where she's sitting on the chair. She has a strap so she doesn't fall off the seat, and she also has a styling cape on as well. So Gabby's hair is curled quite nicely already, but it was styled so that it was in a high ponytail. So I'm going to go ahead and have the stylist recurl her hair so that it looks a lot more natural when her hair is down. So what she is doing right now, she is brushing out all of her curls, and you can see a big difference from the curls that are brushed and the curls that haven't. And of course, just to compare the brushes that are used at the old salon and the new salon, they do look very similar and they're styled for the doll's hair, so it won't get damaged when they're brushing their hair. So as I said before, each hairstylist has a different way of curling different dolls' hair. It also depends on whether the doll's hair is naturally curly or wavy, but this hairstylist here has decided to use a toothbrush to brush down Gabby's hair. The easiest way to curl Gabby's hair is definitely to section it. So what she's going to do is she's going to section the bottom part of Gabby's hair, and she's going to use the comb, which is the same comb or a very similar one to the other stylists use at the new salon. And then she's going to go ahead and continue to do that with all of the different layers, and she'll just go ahead and clip the top section. So she is using the exact same method as the other hairstylist. She has a small piece of hair and she's wrapping it around a comb. And if you'd like to try and recreate this and you don't have a bottom of a comb, you can also use a chopstick as well. And then she wraps it around and then she releases the comb, and then the curl should be able to stay in place. And of course, a really big difference here is that she's using a toothbrush to just brush away any of those flyaways so there aren't any loose pieces. So she went ahead and finished off that bottom layer. So what she's going to do now, she's going to go ahead and grab another layer of the hair, and she's going to separate that with the bottom of the comb, and she's going to continue that step again until Gabby's hair is completely curled. And she is also going to go ahead and grab that clip so she's able to tie off or clip off any of those excess pieces that she doesn't need yet. So she's just been sectioning off the different hair when she finishes each layer of curls. But you can see Gabby's hair is looking absolutely gorgeous right now. And you can see that the section hair is slowly getting smaller and smaller as well. And it's just sitting in front of her face. So she's going to go ahead and separate that into some more smaller pieces so she's able to finish off her hairstyle. So she only has a few more curls left and she has completely finished Gabby's hair. And the next step is really interesting. What she does here is she gets some scissors and she is just cutting some split ends and loose ends. I definitely wouldn't recommend doing this to your doll's hair. Of course, she is a stylist, so she knows how to style the doll's hair. So I think she has officially finished styling Gabby's hair, and you can see it looks so wonderful, and it looks like she's just came out of the box as well. She looks like a brand new doll, so she has done such a great job with her hair. And she just has her arm up waving because she has finished the style. So I hope you found this video helpful in comparing the old hair salon that was located on 5th Avenue in the old American Girl store and the new hair salon that's located at Rockefeller Center. You can see they're both very different. You can see that the experiences have completely changed. The older hair salon was just about doll hair and doll ear piercing, and now it's a lot more interactive where girls can get their hair styled and their nails done as well. So I feel like it's more of an experience at the new one, but the other one was just old and classic, where you could just get your doll's hair styled. I'm very torn between the two as to which one I prefer, just because I have a lot of memories at the old store, but I do really like how much the brand has grown with the new store. So I do hope this video ended up giving you an idea and an overview of the new store as well, because again, there are so many different new features there. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it.